look what came in! So RevAir finally sent me brand new RevAir. Ooh, and this is the whole box, opening it up for the first time for you guys. You guys know I basically like manifested this a lot faster than I thought I would actually. It looks like a traveling bag. Hello, beautiful. Well, hello to you too. Looks like we've got RevAir bin box. Oh, nice. Okay, we've got some hair clips. I actually have some of these in multicolors I got off Amazon, so it's nice to have a couple more. Got some lip basket filters, which I need since apparently I'm not supposed to be using product. At least not a lot. And use RevAir, which I have not been doing, so we'll correct that mistake. Like, oh, it's like a head wrap or a towel. Interesting. Okay. This is probably. Oh, these are like backup pieces. I'm not entirely sure. This is probably what the filters go in, or something like that. We've got a spray bottle. This looks like another little travel bag, or something to probably keep the parts in when they're out of these pieces. And then a wide tooth comb. Lord knows I definitely needed one of these. Holy cow. That was in box number 1. What's in this one? Okay, so this is like a whole separate box. This must be what the RevAir is actually in. Let's open. Prepare to be amazed. Alright, if you say so. Open me. Yes, ma'am. There she is. Oh wow, it is a lot smaller than the original. So here's the instruction manuals. We will definitely read through these. Lord knows I need to. Apparently I didn't read enough. But they got it all nice and covered with like a fishnet or pantyhose. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm gonna have to take this all out physically by myself. Okay. Look at that. Yeah, it's much smaller. It's digital too. We'll do some close-ups on that, but nice. Okay.
Hey everyone, it's Joyel and welcome back to my channel. So today we're obviously comparing the original RevAir reverse dryer to the new one and going ahead and trying out the new RevAir. My first step was to obviously wash my hair and have a wash day. So the day before I used my RevAir, I did my wash day, leaving only 2 products on my hair. I used my sulfurate hair grease on my scalp because I have my itchy scalp and that definitely helps keep that at bay. And then the only product I used on the length of my hair was my BB Oil Moisturizing leave-in conditioner. I know previously I did use a couple of different products, you know, leave-in, the Garnier Frizz-Free Serum, I had my heat protecting spray, I had my shea butter, but all that is a little bit too much for the RevAir, and apparently that can ruin the RevAir, so I didn't want to do that too many times or just keep doing that. So I want to make sure to extend the life of my RevAir as much as humanly possible. So for this demonstration, I just used my leave-in conditioner and then a little bit of my Tresemme heat protecting spray. So those are the only things that I had on my hair. Right off the bat, the biggest difference between the original and the new one is going to be its size and weight. The new one is a bit smaller and it weighs a bit less, so it makes it a little bit easier to carry around. And then also just a few things aesthetically. So with the original, you have your dial. So you have all the way from 0 all the way through 7, and it's just a hand turn dial. But the new one, it is a digital one. So I'm gonna turn it on real quick just so you can kind of see it. So it's gonna be kind of loud, but I'm gonna turn it on and show you how it kind of goes up and down. That's off, and then of course you can again just use the plus button to increase the tension setting. I still use the tension settings on level 7 just because I have very thick hair. I have longer hair now. I have very dense hair. It also still comes with 3 heat settings. So it goes low, high, and then cool setting. The low heat is going to be around 158 degrees Fahrenheit with the high heat setting being around 220 degrees Fahrenheit. I still use it on the high setting, so that's what I did. So I unraveled my twists from the night before. They were still a bit damp. So I didn't feel the need to add water onto my hair, but if you need to, you know, go ahead and mist your hair a little bit if that's how you prefer to do it. The reason I would remist is to make sure that I can re-detangle my section, which I did using their wide tooth comb that they thankfully sent me. I haven't had a wide tooth comb in forever. I had just been using my Felicia Leatherwood brush, which is great, but I do enjoy having a wide tooth comb, and I really liked this one like a lot. It like cut through my hair like butter. It was amazing. Thank you again to RevAir for sending that to me. So my hair was still damp from the night before, and then I sprayed both sides of the section with my Tresemme heat protecting spray, and then I went ahead and detangled, and then I went ahead and used the RevAir reverse hair dryer. You guys know that I used it twice on each section. The first time I used it about 40 seconds, 40 to 45 seconds this time, and then the second time I used it about 20 seconds. If my hair was more damp, like if I had just gotten out of the shower and my hair was a bit more damp, I would probably keep it on for the first time about a minute and then another time about 30 seconds. But because my hair wasn't super soaking wet, but just a little bit damp, I reduced the amount of time and it worked just fine. But in general, even using it for about a minute and a half on each section, you're still reducing your drying time by about 70% by using the RevAir reverse dryer, which is exactly what I want. So less heat, less drying time, less heat damage, which you guys know I have always been super paranoid about heat damage on my hair. How my hair is right now, this is about 2 days after I used the RevAir. This has just been my hair being left out and put in a bonnet for 2 nights in a row. I haven't done anything with it, mostly because I've just been enjoying having it stretched. It still did an amazing job. Like, can you imagine how much time I would have had to take to use just a regular blow dryer to do all this? Like, it would have been insane. If you haven't seen any of my previous RevAir videos, and this is kind of like your first one, you're new to seeing the RevAir. So how it works is it does root to end drying. I'm gonna read off the website exactly how it works here. So it says, tiny eyelets around the wand mouth direct warm air towards the scalp, while reverse air lines hair strands, drawing the length. So when it sucks in the hair, what it's doing is it's allowing the hair follicles to naturally go in the direction that they do, which is usually downward. And I know that when some people blow dry, instead of keeping it angled down, which is how you're supposed to do it, they'll kind of wing it back and forth like this, or they'll go up and down, and that causes friction on the hair, and you don't want that. So the reverse air dryer, by kind of sucking it in, kind of like a vacuum cleaner, is kind of the best way for me to describe it. By suctioning all the air downward, it's keeping the hair follicles in that direction, which results in smoother, shinier, and again, faster drying time. One thing that I don't do that I kind of want to try is that I know I use it on the high heat setting, but it does have the cooling option on it. I've heard that if you use it on the heat and then do a cool shot of hair, that's supposed to also kind of help lock things in and kind of create like a shinier effect. I haven't tried that yet, but I think I'd like to do a video just trying that and seeing how my hair if there's any difference in my hair. Or if you're like me and you're super paranoid about heat just in general, and even though this doesn't use as much heat as a regular blow dryer, you can just use this solely on a cool setting, which is great that there's, you know, an option for that. Most hair dryers come with a cooling option, so I'm glad that RevAir kept that included. Really quickly, I'm just gonna hold these up to kind of show the size difference. So here is the original RevAir that I've been using for about a year or so now, and then here's the new one. You can see the size difference. This one is smaller than this one, so it's a bit more compact, but while the body of it is smaller, the handles are about the same size. So let me actually turn this around so you can see the on switches. So turn these around. The on switches still kind of work the same. They're both clicky buttons. Up, down, the cool setting being in the center. But yeah, the wands themselves are about the same size, but the body of the machines are different in size. You can also see aesthetically, the original has more of the teal accents, while the new one is kind of more like a matte black, which I kind of like. It's very sleek. Now, the only con that I can come up with the RevAir is that it's only compatible with outlets in Canada and the US, so those who live outside of North America are probably not going to be able to use it. It says even with a converter, the RevAir will not work. Unfortunately, they're only available in Canada and the US. That's the only downfall that I can really come up with. I've been using the RevAir for a little over a year now. I want to say, I feel like it's been longer than that, but that's just because I use it so frequently. But I want to say it's been about a year that I've been using it, and it's like a staple in my routine now. My hair is so much longer now. Like keeping my hair stretched, it's easier for me to kind of get through all of my hair. I have very thick hair. It has always been dense. I've always had thick hair, and as it gets longer, you know, that it's just a lot more time that you invest in it. And using the RevAir and keeping it stretched also keeps my hair from kind of knotting up into itself like it would when I would wear it as an afro. So this also makes detangling a lot easier for me. It reduces the amount of fairy knots that I have. I did recently trim my ends a couple weeks ago, so they are looking and feeling much better. But I love the RevAir. I wanted this bad boy for years. So when my fiance, at the time he was my fiance, had bought it for me, I mean, it's been a game changer ever since. You guys know I'm always raving about it, so being able to finally work with them and RevAir, being able to send me the brand new RevAir has been a godsend. It's been so awesome. The RevAir also allows me to not have to kind of like wait to drip dry for a couple hours. Like when my hair is wet, it is wet, and it is wet for like a couple days. It is insane. It's insane. So I like being able to have a dry scalp after wash day and being able to go to bed on a nice dry scalp and nice dry hair. I did have somebody suggest that when I do put my hair in the braids, or to maybe do wash day, put my hair in my braids and then use the RevAir. And it says online that you can do that. You can use it on extensions, you can use it on twists, you can use it on braids, you can use it on just your regular loose hair. So I would like to try that. I'd like to try using the Cool Shot. I'm still working on to see if RevAir will do a sponsored giveaway for you guys. If not, I think I'm gonna try and do, if I can think of anything, a few more videos comparing the two RevAirs. If not, and if I can't get them to do a sponsored giveaway, or it's just not something they do, I do plan on giving away my original RevAir. It still works great. I'll get it all cleaned up for you guys. I want to take it apart and make sure it's really nice and clean for whoever gets it, but that is an idea as well. But I do have a discount code and an affiliate link for you guys, so if you are interested in wanting to purchase your own RevAir, I will have the affiliate link in my description box and in a pinned comment. But I also have a 10% off discount code. You can use code JOYEL at checkout. So I know any little thing helps, so I hope that you guys can use that. I hope that you guys decide to buy it. It's been a game changer in my hair routine, especially if you are on the longer part of your hair journey and are dealing with a bit more length now. Alrighty, well that's about it. That's as much as I've done. It still works just as amazing. It's really just aesthetic changes to the RevAir. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this week's video. I hope that having the discount code and the affiliate link encourages some of you to go ahead and purchase the RevAir. Go ahead and leave any video ideas down below. Try to include my link to the Google Forms link that you can submit video ideas. But as always, don't forget to click that subscribe button down below. Keep blooming, and I'll see you guys in my next video.